guys, Creative Lauri here. Welcome everyone. If you're new to my channel, I'm a home stager, but today I want to show you how I'm going to be making some snowmen out of just household goods. My goal this year is really not to buy too much items, Christmas items. I went a little overboard in the springtime for Easter, and then kind of went a little bit overboard for, like July 4th items, and then I made a lot of things though for July 4th, so that was good. But then fall, yeah, I bought quite a bit in fall, but I'm done. I have Christmas, I have it all, they're in bins, I don't need any more. I bought a few items and I'm not going to buy much more. I say much more because I might need some supplies like, ribbon or something. Not burlap, I have enough burlap, but like ribbon or something. So today is the third day of the 12 days of Christmas. So I want to show you how to make some snowmen, and you can make these out of like your household items. Here's one of them. I'm going to show you that one in a second. And I want to show you this one first because I think this one is so darn cute. All you're going to need, and pardon me, I had to make these ahead of time because I cannot edit. So, okay, all you're going to need are very few items, really. It would be kind of a fun project to do when you're staying at home. Maybe on a Friday night, Saturday night. Well, for me it is fun. But all I needed was a couple of cans. Now, this was a challenge for me because I don't normally buy a lot of canned items, but I did buy a bunch of pumpkin puree on sale, which I eat a lot of pumpkin. It's just cheaper for me to eat it or get it by the can than it is to cook it. So I bought a bunch of pumpkin puree in these cans for 50 cents each, which was a steal of a deal. I put them in my soups, I do them in my curry, I put them in my pasta, which I'm not a huge fan of pasta, but lately I like them like pumpkin with the pasta. Kind of takes place of the tomato, but I add tomato also. I really love tomatoes. So it's a nice thickener, so think of pumpkin as that. So sometimes I will buy coconut milk too in these. So I usually have this size, but that's it. Then because I got the bright idea that I wanted to make a ravioli lasagna, and I needed some diced tomatoes. So I went to the Dollar Tree and I got a bigger can and I used that for my baked lasagna. So you're going to need a bigger can, 2. If you have 3, you can do the snowman with 3. And this is all over YouTube, Pinterest, you name it. This is just my version and what I had on hand, and I'm just doing it, so I wanted to share it with you guys. You're going to need some white paint, and this is from Walmart. I wouldn't buy the larger one. It's 8 ounces. It's actually not cheaper than the smaller bottles, which I don't have here, but it's cheaper to buy the smaller bottles for 50 cents versus this one, which was, I can't remember how much, but it wasn't a deal. The larger one was not a deal. But any white paint would do. You're going to need some glue. I bought 2 of these for $1 at the Dollar Tree. So that's a pretty good deal for 50 cents each. I've used this already in some other projects, but I used a bunch of it in this one. I got some Epsom salts from the Dollar Tree, and I knew I was going to use this for like a snow effect, and so it's quite a big bag. I've already used some already. This is my second project, and I really love the look that it gives. Gives sort of that glittery snow-like effect, which is really pretty, or like a sugared effect if you want to put it on fruits. Maybe And you don't have to use these, but some cinnamon sticks. These were a great deal. These were 99 cents at the 99-cent store, but you can certainly use sticks. I just happen to have these. I had 2 packages, so I used them. Maybe some ribbon from the Dollar Tree. Any ribbon or fabric will do. And like I said, you're going to need 2 cans in 2 different sizes. Then for the face of the little snowman, let's see, where did I put it? I think I dropped it. Hold on a sec. I did drop it. You're going to need like these little berries or something, buttons, something of that sort, smaller rounded pieces, and for the face. And then you're going to need like a cardboard, a thin cardboard, a cereal box, like Davida always talks about, Davida Lane. A cereal box, or I use my trick-or-treat. I bought some boxes of pretzel packages for trick-or-treaters in a box, and I used those boxes. That was great. So you need like a pliable cardboard, thin cardboard. So all you're going to do is paint your cans. You don't have to paint them. You can paint them really solid, or you can paint them a little, you know, sparse. I started painting it down, but it really looked better when I did it with the grain of the ridges. So I gave 2 coats for the most part. It really just needed 1, but I messed up on the first can, so I gave it 2 coats. And I did the small one, which this would be the head. And then the larger one, oops, for the bottom. I don't want to show you yet. So that's the larger one. It's got some burlap strings on the back of it, or hot glue strings, sorry. You're also going to maybe need a fabric, like, oops, sorry, that's my dog. You okay, buddy? A ribbon or extra fabric. I use burlap, of course, but you can use an old sweater, t-shirt, whatever. You want to make like a little scarf for your snowman. And then I just added some extra greenery from, you can use the greenery off of this even. Perfect. Okay, so I painted both of the cans. I hot glued them together, and I made the hat. Let me show you how I did it. Okay, so here's the box that I used. It was the Utz Halloween pretzel treats, and they were a big hit with the kids actually, which was great because these were 40 at Target for like $5, and I get like 300 kids, so. And I added in some chocolates. It was perfect. I cut a strip, and I cut 2 strips actually. So one for the brim of the hat, and then one to basically, I'll show you. Let me pause it. Okay, so this is just a flap. I basically cut a circle out of a square for the brim of the hat, and then I took the rest of it and made like, so it's okay, like I liked the way it looked as far as crinkling it, because you want to make it round. Now you can use felt, that would be really cute. I wanted more of a rustic look, so I used cardboard. You can use material like burlap, which I'll show you in a second. But basically, so here is the hat. Okay, that's the top part. Okay, so see how it's all kind of crinkled? You want to make it round. It's fine. I liked that look of it, to make it look like an old hat. And then I cut the brim part and I hot glued the 2 together. Then I took a round piece, as best as I could, to guesstimate the round part. I didn't even like take a pencil or anything. I just cut a piece and then recut it and then hot glued it on. It does not have to be perfect. Oh, I did cut myself. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be kind of like imperfect and a nice little cylinder that's like the tab. And then you put the brim, and I'll show you here in a second. So I basically just hot glued it, held it for a little bit, put the brim on, hot glued that, put the top on, hot glued that. Alright, then I hot glued it to the top of my can once I painted it. And you can embellish after it's all done. And that's basically what I did. So guys, here it is. He's a silly looking little thing, but I think he's super cute. I had fun making it. It was really late at night. I remember being up late and my tenant came down and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I just can't sleep, but I want to do something fun." So as you can see, I cut a strip of the burlap and used it for like his little scarf. And then I tied it around the second around the neck of the top and the first layer. And when I actually poured, I took the top off and I literally poured glue, and it just kind of like draped down, poured down the burlap. And then I took my Epsom salt when I was ready to pour it, and I just poured it on there, and it stops like the gloopiness and dripping, and it just sticks. Now, this probably was the messiest part. It's so cute though. I did cut the ends, like some strips on the end of the burlap, and I did the same on the top of the hat. I wanted it to look like a little bit of snow had fallen on him. Well, he's made out of snow, but you know what I mean. So you can see that there's a gap a little bit in his hat. I'm okay with that. Does not have to be perfect. So I poured the glue on top, and it kind of dripped over onto the greenery. I did put the greenery on first. I hot glued it. And so it just kind of dripped down really nicely at the bottom of the brim, and on this side, down the side of his little head. I really like it. So I didn't even have to paint it. I think this was perfect. And the Epsom salt was a great fix. I like this fake snow versus the one I had bought. I'm not going to buy that anymore from the Dollar Tree. I don't have it here to show you, but oh, it's a mess. Then I took my little cinnamon sticks and just glued them to the sides. And he's like, "Yay!" He's so cute. And I took the rest of my cardboard and I cut out little rounds or ovals for the eyes and for his little buttons here. And then I took the berries from the Dollar Tree and plucked a few off and made his little smile. I couldn't find buttons. I know I have them. Actually, I know where they're at, but I just didn't want to go and get them at the time. It was late at night, and I just wanted to be done with it. So I took the berries, which were right here on my island, kitchen island. I hot glued everything, and I was done. So I think he's a cute little rustic snowman. These are all over Pinterest, guys. You can do your own version of it. The only thing I will say I would do different is make the brim a little bit bigger than the can. There's an overlap in the back, but not in the front, which I kind of wish that there was, but I'm okay with it. I could take this part off and redo it, but I don't want to because I like how the snow fell on. And how the Elmer's glue really kind of made it, it acted like a sizing material, spray or almost. It made it stiff. So I really like that, and I put some wax paper on the bottom and let it dry overnight. That is it. That's my little snowman, and it scares my kitties. He doesn't, none of the kitties have been getting on the counter when I put him on the edge over here so they won't jump onto the counter. I think he's super cute. He's so simple, you guys. It's nothing major. Using what you have, that's all it is. And that's all I ask is look what you have first before you buy. If there's a snowman or whatever the season is, something that you like, can you make it? Can you make it? So I've been using cans recently in my decor, and I really love it because you can make them into vases and snowmen, whatever. I'm going to be using them later in another project, so you'll see that too. So save your cans, save your cardboard, you know, like cereal boxes, whatever. And I think he looks adorable. This didn't cost me anything. Well, I guess it would have if you want to count the little cinnamon sticks, but I had bought them about a month ago, and I've been using them for like just decor and such. They smell amazing too, so that's like the bonus. But you could use sticks. I just wanted to use something short and something that smelled nice. So I'll show you where this goes in my decor later. Not this video, but coming up soon. Here's another one. So you guys probably have a ton of these little decor fillers, vase fillers. They're little like wicker balls. We use them all the time in our decor, in our baskets, our trays. They're great in our vases. So I thought, I have a ton of these. Why am I going to pack them away when I can use them for something really cute and rustic? Now, if you don't want them to be rustic, or you have other decorative like vase filler balls or whatever, they're glammed, like maybe they're all mirrored or something, use that. If you want them to be glammed up, paint them white, put some fake snow on it, you know, glitter, or I prefer the Epsom salt because it's clear, it looks more reminiscent, or it's more reminiscent of snow or ice. What you're going to do is get 3 sizes. So I know at the Dollar Tree they had a package, I think of 4 for the little ones, and that would work for these. You could do just 1 and 2, like the body and the head, or I think it looks really cute with these if you have 3 sizes. So that's what I did here. All of these decorative vase fillers are from the, sorry, I had to pause, are from actually the Goodwill. So here's my next one. Isn't it cute? So I had to put him setting in a little bucket. Oh, so it might not be a bad idea to put like some, I'll show you at the end, some faux snow so he doesn't slip like he just did. But look how cute he is. So, so cute, I swear. All right, so what I did with him, and let me bring the camera down. The only thing I spent on this guy, oops, yeah, see, I need to definitely put that fabric. Let me go do that in a second. The only thing I spent on him, though, were these little mittens that were from the Target dollar spot for $1. I snipped off the little string that connected the 2 mittens, but that was it, guys. Everything else I already had, and so let me go get the fabric so he'll fit snugly in this bucket. Okay, so all I did was take a square piece of the car chamois from the Dollar Tree and just cut it and then placed it in here so he won't slip and slide. And then I cut like little jagged pieces to make it look like icy snow, icicles almost hanging. Guys, it only cost me $1 to make this. I had everything. And I even had these mittens probably 2 weeks prior before me making this. So it was only $1, but I had all of the material. I used this Dollar Tree ribbon for the hat as far as his like little trim, but what I made the hat out of was just some burlap, and I made a round for it, cut it, hot glued it, made the brim, hot glued it to the brim, and made the top. So let me see if you can see that a little better. He really turned out adorably. I was trying to make this for Jessica's, for Measure and Mix, her DIY centerpiece, but I couldn't make him into the centerpiece that I wanted, so that was part of my flop. But he did turn out really cute. So as you can see, first of all, there's one decorative ball, the second one, and the third. So all graduating sizes and colors, it doesn't matter. I wanted him to be rustic. I took some sticks that I had from the Dollar Tree years and years ago, but they weren't thick enough, so I went to my front yard. Or no, I take that back. These were from the Dollar Tree, but they didn't have like enough snow on them. So I put Mod Podge, actually Elmer's glue, and then I put a little Epsom salt and let them dry. That's what I did. And then I hot glued the little mittens on. And for his scarf, all I did was, if you guys have been following me, I had made a sweater pumpkin, and the sweater pumpkin was made out of one of my old Target sweaters, which I buy them every year. Guys, I love their sweaters. They are really good quality, and I wear them to death. I wash them, I dry them. But this one shrunk, or I grew, one of the two. But I think I grew. I made a strip, and then I cut little tassels in it to make it look like, you know, the edges, the ends of a scarf. And then I just wrapped it around his neck and hot glued it down here, and then a second time. And for his buttons, I used lima beans, which I had in my stash of legumes. So I did 3. And I hot glued each of the balls together. And then the little scarf really kind of pulls it together. Sorry, there's little glue strings. And then for his mouth, I used the white version of these berries from the Dollar Tree. Those work out really good. I actually like them better to use for things like that than the actual berry itself. So I put them for his little smiley mouth. And then I took some of that craft paper and made his little nose. So I wrapped it up like, almost like a little cigarette, and then kind of bent it and then hot glued it to his face. Lima beans for his eyes, and then the hat. So the hat was made out of the burlap, yes, but I did use the cardboard for the base of the brim because I wasn't sure if it would be sturdy enough. Then I put burlap over it, and I made the brim, or the round of the hat, and then I stuffed it with craft paper that I have an abundance of. So I have craft paper I get from Walmart.com or Amazon, or you can buy a roll from the dollar store. You can use newspaper, wrapping paper, whatever. I just wanted it to be a little more firm, and then I cut the top out for the hat, and I hot glued it. So as you can see, nothing is perfect. Nothing has been exact or perfect. I wanted him to look really rustic. His smile was so funny. It makes me laugh every time I look at it. So for the brim of his hat, to decorate it, because I remember my grandfather always wore a philodora. Is that how you say it? I think so. And there was always a band on it. And so I took half of this ribbon and cut it in half, and then hot glued it, and then just put a little piece of greenery of whatever I had. But look at his cute little face, made out of beans and little styrofoam balls. His little arms, sticks with Epsom salt, and his little mittens. His little I like my little sweater scarf on him. It's so cute. And then his buttons. So he's quite cute, I think. So that's the second little snowman that I made. And I put him in a Dollar Tree bucket that I had surrounded the base with burlap so you couldn't see the wording on it, and then put the little snow. Let me fix the snow. That's it, guys. It was so easy, and I feel like it's such a cute little project. Easy. I spent $1 total. I had everything. So my tip to you is to use what you have. So I'll probably make one more of these, and I hope you guys make something like this. Here in California, this kind of reminded me of the Sandman, because I don't get snow. We never get snow, but he reminded me of the Sandman. Pardon me, the sand. You know that you can make snowmen out of them, but I know the Sandman has a different meaning, like a sand snowman. So that's what they make snowmen out here. When you go to the beach, you'll see that, and then also you'll see. Because I live by a port, they'll make snowmen out. There is sand out there, but it's not like the sand from the ocean, you know. So they'll make driftwood snowmen, and they'll make it into like a triangular version of a snowman. It's so cool, and I should probably take pictures of it. But so this is our version in California of the snowman. I think it turned out cute. I need to hot glue them still. But the snow really adds a cute little element. This is the bucket from the Dollar Tree that all of us got. And then the white snow is the chamois. It kind of matches those little gloves. So cute, you guys. It didn't cost me but $1. And he's big. So I'm going to be making probably one more, the baby one. And I'll be making him out of this. And this will be the base. So I want to get a bigger body ball, and then this will be the middle, and then I have a smaller one for the top. So I can't wait to show you guys that. That is it, you guys. I just want you to think out of the box. Use your everyday items. Recycle everything, and use your decor items that you already have and reinvent them. So I hope you like this DIY. I totally do. I can't wait to show you what I do with him. I just could not make the centerpiece that I wanted for the time constraints for that challenge, but he will be a big part of a centerpiece in some fashion. So I can't wait to show you that. So guys, stay tuned, and I hope you like this DIY. Even though I didn't actually physically show you what I did, I can't edit, but I want you to, you know, take note of using items like you have all around your house and revamping them. So I'm just like, I don't know what is wrong with me. I can't talk right now. I think I'm tired. But anyways, guys, I hope you like this video. I'm going to end it here because I can't talk anymore. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.